Hey guys, welcome back to Declassified. This is my channel where I talk about all things photography. I've been a full-time professional photographer based in St. Louis, Missouri for almost 7 years now. And today we're gonna deep dive into camera straps. I've used so many different camera straps, and whenever I first started, I feel like this was a really hard question for me to answer. What strap is best for me? Where do I want the weight to sit? And I feel like I finally have that answer. And so today I'm gonna share with you all the straps that I've used in my career, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and hopefully by the end of the episode, you can answer for yourself which camera strap is best for me. Now, I think the first question that you want to answer is, where do you want the weight to sit? Because I feel like some of us have shoulder pain, or we have like lower back pain or hip pain, and I feel like that's really key when deciding how you want to hold your gear, what strap that you want to use, because most of these items, they're either going to sit with the weight on your shoulders or they're going to sit with the weight around your hips. So keep that in mind when we're going through these options. Secondly, I think you guys need to ask yourselves, what kind of shooting am I doing? Am I shooting weddings where I'm running and gunning all day long and I need to have my camera on my hip at all times? Am I just doing family sessions where I usually hold my camera for about an hour max? Or am I the type of photographer who likes to have 2 cameras on me? You know, some people only like to work with 1 camera. Or are you a photographer who does sports photography, or you shoot concerts? Maybe you're using a long telephoto lens that's kind of hard to carry around. All these factors are going to play a role in what strap is best for you. First up, we're going to talk about the Holdfast Moneymaker Double Harness. This was the first strap that I ever used in my career. I don't actually have it anymore because I sold it. And that's probably a little hint into how I feel about the Holdfast strap, because I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm just not. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a few cons. I feel like there's more cons than pros with the Holdfast strap. First off, it's really expensive. This bad boy comes in at a whopping $260. Secondly, it's not comfortable. I would wear this on 10-hour wedding days and I would have 2 cameras strapped to me, and by the end of the day, my shoulders were killing me. Not to mention, it's not really the safest for your gear. When you have your gear just hanging and dangling next to you on leather straps, when you bend down, it would hit like aisle pews, it would hit chairs, it would hit furniture, it would even hit the ground. Anytime I would like go to pick up the bride's veil, my camera lens would like smack the ground, and it was not good. Another reason I didn't like it is I have long hair, you guys, and sometimes I shoot with my hair down. I don't always have my hair up, so maybe this would work if you're somebody who has short hair, or maybe you're a guy, but it would rip my hair out. It would even get caught in those little D-rings that would sit like right on your shoulder where you can attach other equipment or like bags to put gear in. It was just not ideal. And sometimes in the summer, I would even wear like short sleeve shirts, or I would wear like a nice dress, and it would rub my shoulders raw. It would even pinch my skin. It was just so painful and not worth it for the money. I feel like there's other options on the market that are really similar to Holdfast that you can use instead, that are much more comfortable and much more affordable, which we'll get into. I feel like the only pro with Holdfast is that it's so beautiful. Like, it's so aesthetically pleasing, and I would get compliments all the time. Some people would even call me like the Tomb Raider of wedding photography, because you kind of look like Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. You're just like running around with your guns, like your camera guns, just like and I felt cool wearing it, but that was the only pro. And the further that I got along in my career, I wasn't willing to sacrifice looking cool for being comfortable. Next up is the Rose Anvil Double Harness. I really loved this harness, I'm not gonna lie, and this is why I still have it. I have thought about selling it, but at the same time, I'm like, what if I want to use it again sometime in the future? In my opinion, if you want something that looks cool and you've got the budget, this guy is like $325, so he's really expensive, more expensive than the Holdfast. I would recommend that you get something like this. Like, if you want something that looks like the Holdfast, but you want to be more comfortable with what you're wearing, I would highly recommend this guy, even though he's $325. That's really the only con for me, is how expensive this one is. But the pro is that it's so much more comfortable than Holdfast. Holdfast is made with like these straight lines. You can see like in the back crossing, it's literally like an X. But with this, it's made with contour lines, so it actually shapes to your shoulders, making it much more comfortable, and it gets rid of those pressure points that cause you to have back pain. I used this for years. This was like my second camera strap that I just fell in love with, and this was when I was still using 2 cameras at all times. I loved this system, and it didn't pull my hair out, it didn't pinch my skin, and this guy is so much more adjustable than the Holdfast. I feel like you have so many more options to raise this up or raise it down depending on how tall you are. are, how short you are. And with the Holdfast, you only have so many options. I will say another con is that your gear is still dangling, you know, by your side. So whenever you're walking around, like, your cameras are going to be hitting things. They might hit guests during cocktail hour whenever you're trying to squeeze in between people. Or if you bend over to pick up the bride's dress, your cameras might hit the ground. And for me, that's a huge con because gear is expensive. So I will say, like, if you use this setup, just be really careful whenever you bend over and be mindful of your gear. Next up is Coiro. I love this brand and they're making it more affordable to own a leather camera strap. They sent me this single leather strap to use and I've used it a couple times now and I absolutely love it because it's really comfortable. They do have double camera straps if you're interested in something like that and you work with 2 cameras on you at all times. But as I've gotten further along in my career and thanks to the 28-70, I really only use 1 camera on me at all times. Plus I have my film camera like around my neck. So I only want 1 camera on a harness that I'm carrying. And this guy is perfect. I use him for wedding days. I use him for just simple engagement sessions or family sessions. And the biggest pro with this guy is he's only $62. Their double harnesses, I believe, are around $100 depending on what kind of color that you want. But Coiro is making it so much more affordable to own a leather strap that's comfortable and functional. Another thing I love about this strap is that it's got built-in pockets that I can adjust. I can put this like wherever I want it. It can hold small items that you might need on a session or during a wedding day, like additional batteries, maybe SD cards, and there's 2 of them. I just really love this strap. It's affordable. It's comfortable. For me, it doesn't rip my hair out. It hasn't pinched my skin or anything. I have not tried their double harness, but I've heard wonderful things about that as well. So if you're looking for a leather camera strap and you want the weight to sit on your shoulders, yes, Rose Anvil is amazing, but it's super expensive. Holdfast is also expensive, but it's not comfortable, guys. Just like bypass Holdfast. If you want Rose Anvil and you have the budget to spend, like you have the money to spend, get Rose Anvil by all means. It's really beautiful. But consider Coiro because they're making their leather straps so affordable for photographers to look cool and get the job done. Last but not least is the Spider holster. I saved the best for last. This is the system that I use most often in my photography career. It's the system that I use on wedding days when I had to shoot up to 10 hours a day, or even on smaller shoots like branding sessions or engagement sessions where I maybe only have my camera on me for a couple hours. It keeps the weight on my hips, and for me, that's comfortable. Like, I would rather have the weight on my hips and not on my shoulders all day. And I feel like after shooting a full wedding day, my back isn't breaking, I'm not in pain, my shoulders don't hurt. So if you're looking for a belt that goes around your waist and is super comfortable, look no further than the Spider holster. There are no cons with this guy. Honestly, I only have pros when it comes to this. I've shot with him for about 2 years now, and I just can't say enough good things. He is kind of expensive. He is $275 for the dual system. They have single systems and dual camera systems. For me, I like the option of having 2 locking levers on my belt just in case I want to hold 2 cameras on the off chance that maybe there's a wedding ceremony and I would rather have like a zoom lens and my normal lens on me. That's really where I would be carrying 2 cameras. And this guy makes it possible while also being comfortable and not like slinging my gear whenever it's just hanging beside me like it would with a strap. Like I said, he is a little expensive, but it's really worth it if you want to invest in a belt that's going to last you a long time. They do have a single camera belt that only has 1 locking lever, and I believe they're about $165, so a little bit more affordable if you only want, you know, 1 lock to hold 1 camera. It's compatible with both mirrorless and DSLR cameras, and it's really durable and really safe. When I'm wearing this, I could do a full cartwheel and my cameras aren't going anywhere. I'm not joking. You have these little plates that you put on the bottom of your camera, and you have these little silver attachments that go inside of your lock. And it's locked right now. So this guy, he's not going anywhere. There's a system on here that has a little lever on your lock lever, a lever on your lock lever, just bear with me. But when you have it pointed down, it locks. So anytime you put your camera into this lock, it locks, it won't lift it up unless you hold this little lever up and allow your camera to be quick released. Another awesome thing about these plates is that it has a built-in mount for tripods, and it's universal. So it can work with any tripod. And when you want to use one, you don't have to dismount your plate or take it apart to just use additional gear. You can just have your plate still still on, pop it on a tripod, and when you're done, take it off, slide it back on your belt. Another thing I love about this belt is that you can buy attachments for it. So this is the Monkey utility pouch. It comes at $50, and this guy is great. I keep batteries in it. I keep the wedding day timeline, my shot list. I keep a pen in here. I keep, what else? SD cards, anything that I would need, I keep in this. I even slide my phone in it. I just love this setup. I've never had any problems with it, and it served me well for almost 2 years. Now, before we end the episode, I want to throw in a bonus that I use. It's a hand strap, and this one is from Peak Design, and I love using this in conjunction with the Spider holster because I don't have anything hanging onto this at all times. Whenever they're locked into the belt, they're not going anywhere, but anytime I take my camera out and I'm actually using it in my hands, there is nothing protecting it. Like, I could accidentally drop it, but with this, I can't drop it because I have a hand strap. I've never been a hand strap girly before, but since I've been using this, it's just been a game changer. And I can even like loosen my grip a little bit whenever I'm carrying it around. And that's a big deal on wedding days when I'm photographing for up to 10 hours because my hands can get really sore. So it helps my grip on my camera, and it's just additional safety. And it's like not even that expensive. I think it was like $50 or something like that. And it's great because it can just lock onto the plate, so it's not really in the way. It's adjustable, so I can like make it really tight on my palm, or I can loosen it a little bit, and it's just a little bit of extra security. So that's my camera strap review, everything that I've used in my career and the pros and cons of each. I hope that this episode helps somebody make a decision on what the best type of strap is for you. Comment below what your favorite method of carrying your gear is. We all work differently, and we all photograph different genres of photography. So let me know what works best for you. I'd love to hear. I know there's so many different products out there on the market. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you like photography content, feel free to stick around, like the video, make a little nice comment, subscribe, and become a part of this slowly growing community here on YouTube. I really enjoy making these videos. So like I said, if you're a photographer or if you just like photography, if you're a beginner, a noob, welcome. Welcome to the channel of photography where I just like post random stuff and gear reviews and commentary and just all things art, artistry, photography. I've got some fun videos planned in the future in the next couple weeks. 2025 is going to be a great year. Happy New Year, guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.